Yellowly's got a margin of 2.7 seconds over Dennis Olsen. Incidentally, car number 26 has got a time penalty of 5 seconds going to be added. That was for leaving the track and gaining an advantage at turn number 9. That's the car of the Race Union Huber car of Ryan Cullen, who is currently running in P8. So 5 seconds going to be added to his time, and that's going to put him way down the order in comparison to where he is currently. So there it is, Yellowly. That's a mistake, a big mistake, and that will have cost him some time. It was a good save.
And then you see how fast can go Ron. If he could have maybe go a little bit more on the power, he could have maybe even lost the car and spin. So definitely you need to take a lot of care in these tricky situations.
There was the Larry Ten Voorde car then that is running in P6. And Olsen and Ammermuller almost sticking together. Christopher Zoechling, who's the big loser since the start of this race, with 7 laps remaining in this shorter of the 2 Porsche Carrera Cup Germany races, having to control the car sideways virtually at every turn as the power is plied on, and the back end of the car just wants to break away and escape. So here comes Nick Yellowly up towards the NGK chicane. 7 laps in which Dennis Olsen has got to try and reel in that 3.3 second margin that he has, or Nick Yellowly has, over Dennis Olsen. I think it's going to be a big ask in the 6.5 minutes that we've got remaining in this race.
Yeah, I think it might be hard, especially they are lapping so close together. In the last lap, we'll see now when they come through.
Well, it's gone from 3.3.
Yeah, same lap time in the last lap for both drivers, so the margin is still 3.3 seconds.
Needs to be bringing that down by some tenths, doesn't he, to make any impact. So there is the Ryan Cullen car that's currently running in P8, but bear in mind a time penalty of 5 seconds going to be added to the Ryan Cullen race time. That's going to put him down the order. Gabriele Piana then in P10 to the outside of the Tony Wolff car, and a little bit of contact between the two of them there, which really rather plays into the hands of David Kolkman, who is able to take advantage potentially. So Kolkman there in the number 16 car. So there is David Kolkman right in the middle now, and on the outside of Gabriele Piana as the sun beats down like it's not beaten down all day today.
It's actually, for the visibility, it's quite hard because you have starting to have the sun down.
Yeah.
And this slide and the tarmac is shining, so it's not so easy for the drivers to see, especially when you are driving in direction the sun. You get sort of blind from the sun.
There is Richie Muller then. Comfortably running in P22 position, untroubled by anyone in front or behind, just enjoying his time out there on the track as part of the Porsche Carrera Cup race number 1. Of course, he's competing in both the races across this weekend, and a celebrity appearance in the number 56 car. So Yellowly Olsen, the gap remains 3.2 seconds. So with just 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this race, then I really rather think that unless Nick Yellowly makes another mistake, and we have seen a mistake from him.
Definitely, it's nothing decided yet.
So Richie Muller then in the number 56 car, one of 4 additional drivers into the Carrera Cup Deutschland for this weekend. So there is Yellowly, there is Dennis Olsen. They're P1 and P2 in the race, and they're P1 and P2 in the Drivers' Championship. But the positions are reversed, with Dennis Olsen leading the championship and Nick Yellowly P2 in the championship at the moment. So 3.5 minutes as Michael Ammermuller at the moment is claiming the final podium place. Certainly in the A category, the B category being led by Wolfgang Triller, then it's Stefan Rakoff and Ron Schmidt-Stade, who are running P12, P15 and P17 in the race, respectively. So Larry Ten Voorde, another one that has decided to somewhat shortcut the chicane and try and get past Christopher Zoechling as he dives to the inside now. So you kind of end up starting an overtake maneuver for either the Coca-Cola turn or indeed turn 1 on the exit of the NGK chicane. And Larry Ten Voorde now, as Christopher Zoechling tries to outbrake him, king of the late breakers there, and Christopher Zoechling doing a good job in terms of outbraking Larry Ten Voorde. Ten Voorde will now try to get to the inside. There's a little tap between the two of them.
We see in the last lap, Dennis Olsen almost chip a second away to Nick Jellily. We have only 2 minutes 20 to go, so the difference went from 3.3 to 2.5 seconds.
Right.
Might be a little bit too less time, but if he could have kept this rhythm.
Oh, Larry Ten Voorde now the inside almost, but Zoechling with the extra momentum, and this is the fight that's going on for P4. Between Christopher Zoechling, who of course started the race pole position, brilliant job in qualifying. He gets pole position for tomorrow's race as well. Being hounded now by the Project One driver Larry Ten Voorde, who is all over the gearbox of the Christopher Zoechling car as they head up towards the NGK chicane. Which way is he going to go? He dives to the outside initially. Zoechling will go to the outside now to give him the perfect entry in, and then again, like Dennis Olsen, Ten Voorde really shortcutting that chicane and now has gone through. Now, we've seen it, and in fairness, we've seen Dennis Olsen do it, and Dennis Olsen has not been penalised for it, so that makes me think that Ten Voorde is going to get not get penalised for it as well, though he did gain a place.
Yeah, but did he gain? This is the difference. Dennis Olsen was defending, but here we see he was definitely gaining a place, so we see it was with all 4 tires, so that let's say that the left tires over the sausage, so definitely was gaining an advantage.
Well, Zoechling, by playing by the rules, has lost out there, hasn't he?
So we'll see what race direction has to say about.
Well, at the moment, nothing.
Nick Jellily blocking a little bit when he's into his final lap.
It is his final lap, and whatever Dennis Olsen can throw at it now, it's going to need a mistake from Nick Jellily, isn't it, for Dennis Olsen to get on terms, let alone try and get past him. So Nick Jellily P1, Dennis Olsen P2, Mikael Ammermuller P3, Christian Engelhardt P4, Larry Ten Voorde, Christopher Zoechling, Ash Kanani. Bear in mind, Cullen will drop out of the P8 position because he's got a 5-second time penalty to come. And then it's Kolkman and Wolf, Gabriella Piana P10, Wolfgang Triller, Zuber is P13, Marius Nacken, Skoog, Raykopf, etc., etc. But David Kolkman is running in P9. His teammate Nick Jellily takes the win and does it in commanding style over Dennis Olsen, who takes P2. Mikael Ammermuller is P3, Christian Engelhardt P4, Larry Ten Voorde takes P5 from Christopher Zoechling. It's a fight to the line between Ash Kanani and Ryan Cullen, but bear in mind Ryan Cullen has got 5 seconds to be added to his time. Kolkman, Wolf and Piana as the rest of the drivers come through, and Dennis Olsen offers his congratulations to Nick Jellily. That's nice to see. And there we have it. In challenging conditions, the race done and dusted, and victory for Nick Jellily then in the number 93 car, who takes the win from Dennis Olsen. Mikael Ammermuller, P3. The rest of the cars are crossing the line now. And here comes Richie Muller through the NGK chicane. Car looking almost as clean and tidy at the end of the race as it did right at the very start. And we'll round the turn to take that P22 position. And pleased that it's completed another race here at the Nürburgring.